What do you see in organisations? How do people make sure that those functions are working together and working properly?
Businesses need to sit down and say, at what point do sales get involved? And what is their involvement? And agree that, what is in one domain and what is in another domain. And I think there is a blurred point nowadays, which didn't used to be there, between how much salespeople interact with the marketing strategy directly and get involved with the marketing strategy. And there'll be some activity I think salespeople should be doing in that space and supporting marketing activities, because if you're doing events and you're doing various things, it'll be salespeople who are probably doing the little video contents. They'll be the ones who are actually saying, here we are at this exhibition or whatever, and this is what's happening. So it's inevitable that they have to become blended. And I think, the sooner organisations recognise that and agree the sort of rules of engagement, who gets involved at what stage, and be really clear on that and what's expected of them at that stage. Because marketing can't do its job if sales aren't doing their job, and sales can't do their job if marketing aren't doing theirs. It's nonsense. And I used to work in organisations where it was like that, and everyone would blame each other when things weren't going right. And the problem is, if you sit above that, either as a sort of, and there were people who had the title sales and marketing director, which is an interesting title, you would think that would pull them together, wouldn't you? But not necessarily. But if you were that person, you'd be sitting there thinking, well, whose fault is it? Because we're not getting the business we need. And it was very difficult to figure it out because there wasn't visibility of what was going on at either level. So you didn't really know where the problem was occurring.
To what extent and how do you advocate kind of education? Because often you've got marketing people that really don't understand sales. They've never actually sat in front of a customer and tried to pitch or try to close or try to do anything like that. So I don't know if their perception is, I think their marketing's perception is, I could never do that. And there'll be others don't think it's that difficult. And of course it's a bit more challenging than they realise. Yeah. But, and similarly, I always wonder how many salespeople really understand brand and really understand what that means and really understand the nuts and bolts of marketing. So how do you start to bridge the ignorance, I suppose,
it's really
in both
isn't it?
places?
I'm a massive advocate of salespeople learning marketing. They should be learning marketing and marketing principles and things like that. That's one of the reasons I want you to speak on our sales leader program. I want to get it direct. Let's have someone from marketing actually talk about that in a sales leader program, because it's just crucial. You have to understand that side. I think from the other side, marketing people understanding sales, I think great if marketing people go on sales program, read sales books. There are plenty of good sales books out there. But I think also getting out with salespeople in the field, really useful. I think that's something that should be happening all the time. And vice versa. Salespeople should be sitting in the marketing department saying, what's your strategy on this? How are we doing this? All the various things, how we target the audience, what does our customer target segmentation look like? And then agreeing between them, how are we going to be distinctive here? Because a salesperson has to be distinctive as well as the marketing messaging. The whole lot has to blend together. And I think the more you build that relationship and constantly have them learning from each other, the more effective your operation is going to be.